So a distribution that is very popular in India and created by the Bharat Operating System Solution, aka BOSS, is basically developed by the CAC and basically Chennai, and it's so that they can benefit on the usage of free and open source software in India. There is allegedly over 6 million deployments across India, and what they've done is they've actually gone and they've got a desktop edition, into box server edition. VOS desktop is what we actually going to look at today. Is essentially BOSS, Linux 9, Ujaf, and I've already downloaded the ISO, so we're going to check a look at that. They also have an EduBoss, which is another variant that they've done using with GNOME, which basically they've gone and added additional stuff such as TuxPaint, GeoGebra, GBrainy, Calcium, Photo, and this is designed in schools, which is fantastic because, we don't necessarily want to pay license fees or can't afford to pay license fees for a more proprietary system. Something like this is really great. They also have a server variant as well, and of course it has the normal webman, PHP admin, alt-tab authentication, call dive into it, and of course uses a GA admin, which is a front-end for bind. But we're not going to look at the BOSS server version. Today we are going to actually still look at BOSS desktop. And of course you've also got additional secure, which has got additional security policies in it. So for that really confidential stuff, you've got that. They have their own ERP application as well, I believe. And a minimalistic, which I guess the idea is that you take this and you build it up on how you want it. What is nice on this side though, they, for peripherals and support, they do tell you which models machines have been officially certified. Not that taking is that they just try only runs on that, and this here is probably a whole history of their system, which is really really great. This OS, I believe, is based on Debian. So let us go and take a look. So I'm going to do this on a VirtualBox. Don't screw FOSS. Select the ISO. Image. FOSS 9 MD64. This also thinks it is Ubuntu, but I believe it's not Ubuntu. I believe it is Debian based. There's 8 secure cores. Let's start it up there. Okay. English. As it states, let's change that. American English is fine. And as you can see, typical Debian in store. That process fine. This first name. This uses super strong password. Can't just choose entire disk. And all fast competition. If there's actual changes. Okay. I'll let this install and I'll come back. Okay, let's install my bootloader. Yes. We'll install the bootloader to the virtual hard disk. Nice boot up image. And of course using Cinnamon. So let's open up the terminal and -a. So it's using kernel 5 10 Debian. Okay, so this is most likely still, I think, based on the last point release of the previous Debian version, 11.1, I think. Okay, so taking a look here on the box, of course, we have a system settings section, which you can see they've really themed it so it looks like Windows, which I guess makes sense if you want to transition users away from Windows onto something like this. Even extensions, etc. out of the box. System info, Bluetooth network management, power management, disks display. All pretty the usual stuff in screensaver. So this, of course, is a modified system settings that Cinnamon itself uses. So I just went to that. Okay. Then here, of course, the icons. They've definitely the whole Windows icon of the business going on here. Office, so they've got Office, and you can see how they've used Microsoft's icons here. So LibreOffice pre-installed. Like Documents, okay, which it makes sense to use LibreOffice. Of course, it is the Debian edition of Libre and version 7.0, so I'm sure they'll release a more up-to-date version. Then, of course, graphics, Docker Scanner, for Internet, Firefox, Chromium, VLC, videos. This is what happens to chicken videos. I think this must be the GNOME map. Oh, videos, I'm sure of it. Oh. It's Totem. Okay. Our Totem's changed this look in the last few years. Administration and Synaptic, so it uses Static Package Manager. And GDB package installed, a lot of those now. There's Termit, which is a common emulator as well, they've installed. They use as improved manage rates. It looks like GNOME use Herberts. And preferences, just the general stuff. Yeah, workspace, yeah, all done. To like that's your desktop, and of course here's the file manager, which is Mimo, and yeah, it's all the file manager as it was. So yeah, I must admit good balance between being Linux and trying to look like Windows, and nice balance between the two. I'm gonna do an update to do apt update. We can actually immediately see here the resources, so they've got their own Libres that they're using, and the bus Linux which can be upgraded, so the apt upgrade. I'm going to do an upgrade anyway. Change it into 7 megs. And return updates. So let's see what's in updated. Okay, so newer kernels come out. And I think we'll check off its package was as well, for also pretty dated. And okay, so that's 7.0.42. So yeah, but coming this there isn't an indication when the next version is coming out, so I would expect it not too long in the distant future now that Debian 12 is out. But yeah, I mean, so far pretty interesting. I just wanted to check and I wanted to check something under the sources list. So cat sources don't list. Okay, so they also have non-free stuff as well. So you can see things have been sources just that pile using. Interesting things. So if I was to do sudo apt install Google dash Chrome, able to cases Google Chrome, sudo apt install Steam. Okay, so it doesn't look like there's a lot of additional stuff installed or available. So I guess in that case, that's when you need to use something like Flatpaks or something. Let's just search this with a Synaptic. And then of course the normal Synaptic pack manager. So that thing to lock upgrade, and they do have some of the basic, even some game stuff that you can install as well. Gain some amusement. So there's some quite interesting stuff here. They've also got KDE. It looks like an repos. This looks old. Pipepoint 20.5. Okay, so that is the old variant. They have about 59,000 packages listed, so more looks like a good snapshot of the base Debian packages. So yeah, and 986 installed. That's pretty interesting. So let's see how well this works. Yes, and then we just search for ESH. Let's install it. It's been a long time since I've used Synaptic. What's that? Cool, and there it is. So yeah, folks, this is, of course, we've taken a look at Boss GNU Linux 9 based on Debian 11. And yeah, this is for, well, obviously it's quite popular back in its home country, and it makes sense, you know, if you're maybe the part of the world and you're watching this distro that most likely conforms with the local government policies and the rules and regulations, and you know, it's supported by a organization as it is there. Why not use it? I take my hat off to them. They've definitely, they've got a market, they're fitting in the market and making the best use of open source software and free software. So yeah, I think really great distro, and look forward to seeing what else Boss comes up with in the future. As always, thank you for watching.